Someday we'll get paid for this.
Hello, friends. From high atop the Scrapple News Towers in downtown Philadelphia, IA, this is Scrapple News, and I'm AP Ticker. Scrapple News, for the best in mediocre, phoned-in news. Scrapple News is filmed in front of a live studio audience. We used to do it in back of a live studio audience, but it didn't work. And we are simulcast en Espanol. Good news! We did it! God damn the man, we did it! We shut down the government and ended the tyranny of Congress and Her Majesty the President. Thanks to several brave Republicans who stood up against health care for the poor, the feds are kaput, out of business, like the rest of U.S. businesses. Now, I'm not exactly sure what ramifications we face from the sudden halt of government spending. Do I still have to pay my water bill? Does this mean Halloween is canceled? Is anyone trapped on the space station? At the very least, I hope the NSA rat who reads my emails isn't getting paid this week. Meanwhile, Piggies abroad are busy drafting a free trade agreement that'll change our laws here at home. This corporate Trojan horse from the Asian markets will force the U.S. to lower food and drug standards so that we can import cheaper Chinese-made crap. It's called the TPP, but it's full of SOPA, NAFTA and KAKKA. Phillip Morris has already used the TPP to attack Australian health regulators because cancer is an attack on free trade. Soon, that's the only freedom we'll have left.
The agreement has 29 chapters, and only 5 of them have to do with trade. The other 24 chapters either handcuff our domestic governments, limiting food safety, environmental standards, financial regulation, energy and climate policy, or establishing new powers for corporations. Google
Recently invested in a company known as 23andMe that claims to use patented genetic calculations to determine a mate for use based on the offspring you desire to produce. No longer bother to be surprised by the gender, eye color, height, or athletic acuity. Simply use a protractor and a slide graph to find the right baby moms for your perfect bundle of joy. I'm sure that technology will never be abused to homogenize the population into a bunch of white, Nordic, blonde Nazi types. Would people in India and China choose to have girls at all if they could avoid it? Who would have a child with someone who carried a 2% risk of colon cancer? How many parents would choose to have gay children? In an interview last Friday, Governor Tom Corbett compared gay marriage to incest.
There was a controversial remark made by a member of your legal team comparing gay marriage to the union of 12-year-olds, saying both are illegal, which you called inappropriate.
It was an inappropriate analogy. You know, I think a much better analogy would have been brother and sister, don't you?
I don't know.
Corbett and his people seem to have problems with analogies. So, here's an example. Sending Tom Corbett to save his team's reputation on the gay issue was like throwing a drowning man a brick. There you go, Tom. A perfectly reasonable analogy. No hate speech necessary. People ask me this all the time. They say, AP, how is it at your advanced state of decay that you look so goddamn good? Well, first off, thank you, fictitious person, for asking that question. I guess the reason I have such joie de vivre, which means happy boner in French, is because of good old-fashioned clean living. I eat right, I exercise regularly. Every night, I relax with a bottle of crispity clear Commonwealth cider with the label out. Commonwealth cider, the elixir of the gods, so potent it will put hair on your chest. So drink up, ladies. Till next time, this has been Scrapple News. And you know, I'm AP Ticker. Clear your cache and hide your stash, because I just downloaded myself into your heart. You know, the pulsations a woman feels during orgasm are actually her uterus trying to gather sperm? You learned something today.